Anyway, yeah. After all is said and done, after Kylo is like, I think Kylo is now considered like the supreme leader.
He is.
And like all the characters except Rey, right, until like halfway through the Battle of Crate, they all join up at Crate to have a last stand. It's like honestly, looking back, this movie actually kind of brings back memories of Two Towers, because like you got like the good guys trying to seek refuge away from the bad guys pretty much the whole movie, and then like right at the end they make a last stand at this fort, and the fort is like this abandoned rebel outpost, the Helm's Deep of this movie, where they basically have like a last stand, just like, and they have like the ATM-6s, which are the AT-ATs of the First Order, and just like marching towards the fucking the outpost. And then there's this battering ram that's pretty much this huge laser, similar to like a battering ram in like medieval movies, like in Lord of the Rings, where they're smashing down the gates.
We get the point, Indy.
And like,
Indiana
they use the ski spears to like try to destroy it, right? And like in all that, Rose gets fatally injured.
You're late, by the way.
Who cares at this point?
Rose saves Finn, but not at the cost of almost her life. She's not dead yet, but
she's gonna be dead by the next movie.
Hopefully
and Finn's
not.
gonna be like, no! And then he's gonna go to like that, to you know.
The plot has resuscitated me.
I'm
The
sad.
plot wants me to be mad right now. It gets to the point of Kylo Ren's anger.
Nah, probably not.
No, he does the Kylo Ren's face. In Episode 7, I would have said that, but Episode 8, nah, I want to see.
Anyway,
I want to see where it goes.
And then there was that cool fight between Kylo and
also
Luke.
Rey returns with Chewbacca and the Millennium Falcon, and they try to draw the attack away.
And she basically has plus 50 points to her force stance because she's able to move a whole cave of rocks.
Mary
Crystals.
Sue!
Well, Chewbacca's flying it.
Flying what?
He's flying the Falcon.
I mean, he's the one who moves. She's the one who moves the rocks without too much of training.
Actually, no.
That's later.
Rey is actually the one flying the Falcon in that fight, because when you do it, you see Chewbacca's the one manning the bottom cannon. Yeah, that's right.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw in the movie. It's Chewbacca that's shooting down the ships with the cannon, while Rey, the person who, Chewbacca, the guy that's been flying the thing for who knows how many years.
Rey was the one who was
No,
on the
she's
cannon.
on the cannon.
What?
Rey's on the cannon. Chewbacca's the one who's flying.
What? No.
You're twisting it.
No, Chewbacca was the one in the
Chewbacca's in
No.
the cockpit with the porgs.
No.
It's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer.
No, you can't.
Show the picture!
You can't rely on a trailer. You
Show
know how much
a
they change.
Okay, me and his memories of it are better than yours.
I remember Rey flying the ship and Chewbacca being the
You're
one
probably
on the
thinking of a scene in Episode 7, then.
That's Episode 7, buddy.
She does fly the ship in
She flies
7.
the Millennium Falcon in Episode 7
Well,
with Finn.
we'll watch the movie again and see who's right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
You owe me $5
We are making no bets with this.
I will bet you this watch.
Anyway, Luke shows up and just has this like fucking final Mexican standoff against Rey against him and Kylo, while the rest of the gang escapes out the back of the outpost with Rey's help, using the Force moving rocks.
Mary Sue!
Shut up. Anyway,
Hey, she is.
Anyway, Luke is actually a projection using the Force.
Back on the planet.
Yeah, back on the planet.
Okay, pause it for a second.
Probably one of the coolest scenes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that we actually see Luke using these like Master Jedi powers, because it's like you get to see how far he's come. It's just like this is probably just only part of his power that he's able to use. If he really wanted to, if he came with it, could you imagine how much damage he could have done?
Yeah.
He probably would have died in the first barrage, but still.
Yeah, he didn't die. Yeah, the ATM-6s all fire on him, and he doesn't even flinch.
Well, to be fair, if you actually can find out this guy's illusion. If you look at the salt, there's when he's stepping, there's nothing there.
Yeah, when he takes a step on the salt, you can see he doesn't leave any red marks on it. So
yeah,
that was a pretty cool hint. But then when like they see the no blaster fire hits him, Kylo walks out to him, and they both pull out their lightsabers. And for some reason, Luke's is blue. I don't know how he got that.
That's
it's
a
projection. Yeah, that's why I was wondering. It was like, wait a minute, the lightsaber's broken. How does he have another one? Does he have like 5 of them with him?
Hey, I cloned my father's lightsaber.
He probably does, but then they do the fight, and one of the cool things is that like Luke doesn't actually swing his saber or try to make it connect with Kylo's, because he's just pulling ninja dodges on him.
Yeah,
all the time.
it's so cool.
It's like this one scene where Kylo swings like at Luke's midsection, and Luke just bends backwards so far that it
Yeah.
just misses him, and it's like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, did they really?
Can you
make Mark
imagine
Hamill do
what
that?
would actually would have happened? It's like we can kind of figure out why they loved him, because it's like I'm pretty sure it would have been really stupid if you put a CG puppet in for that, and it's like the guy's old.
Yeah.
He's pretty old now.
Well, it was CG because if you notice he was younger in that projection than he
Yeah,
actually
and
was.
his hair was a little shaved.
No, I think it could have been more or less just used with makeup and stuff.
Whatever it was, it was what it was.
That wasn't CG, I'll tell you that.
Regardless,
much.
the scene was awesome.
There was CG there because that definitely was not the Mark Hamill. Well, okay, no, I should.
Regardless,
I think they did. I do think it was him doing the acting there, but I think they CG'd him a little bit to make it look a little different.
I thought it was.
Regardless, Kylo Ren tries to actually like kill Luke, and then he finds out that, and that's when he finds out that he's literally just like a projection of the Force.
They see you around, kid, and then
Dude,
Luke,
I know. I love how fucking snarky he is, even right at the end, even to his former apprentice. He's like,
and
"See you
then
around,
he
kid."
dies.
Yeah,
And then Luke dies for
and here's the
Well,
coolest-
it's like I feel like I passed on. Take me, Jesus, take the wheel.
Anyway.
I do like how he died to a twin sunset.
Yeah, the binary sunset, and then
like,
he
okay,
fades.
that's
And
cool.
even like the same song that we saw at the beginning.
Yeah,
I do think that was cool.
I think it was a fitting end. I really wish. I mean,
With same music, it's like they're paying homage.
I mean, I wish things were done a little different as death, but I don't mind Luke dying in this movie. I just wish that they did things a little bit different.
I think they gave him a good send off.
I'm sad that he's dead, but I think the send off was really well executed. And then they all escape in the Falcon and all their ships, and then they are like
With pretty much everyone on that Falcon, which I think is like about 10, 20
pretty much
people.
the whole cast except Luke.
10,
sadly.
20 people are probably the only people that are alive to still. Cause
Alright. Yeah, probably. Only person from the original trilogy still alive is Chewbacca and Leia.
Chewbacca.
And, wait,
Chewie,
R2D2 and 3PO.
Okay, living
Unfortunately,
people.
unfortunately though, shut up. They're living. They just don't breathe because they're droids. Unfortunately, R2D2's actor, the original actor Kenny Baker, is dead, which is sad. But he is still alive in the movie, so that's nice.
Yeah.
And also, it's interesting to know, C-3PO and R2 have basically, and R2D2 have pretty much been in every single Star Wars movie so far. So that's pretty cool.
They're the only ones that have been in every Star Wars movie so far.
So it's kind of like it's their story in a way.
Yoda. No, wait, no, Yoda wasn't in episode 7. So yeah, it is 3PO and R2D2 that have been in every single Star Wars movie.
It's very interesting. It's almost like it's their story in a way, but
and
like
they technically were in Rogue One for a shot, so they were in all the movies.
Yeah, it's so good.
They're gonna be in the Han Solo movie somehow.
I
oh my
be
gosh,
surprised.
it's amazing to think that these are the only characters that have been in every movie.
I really hope they keep up at least for the original, for the main trilogy.
Every step I take is pain.
Every step is a new nightmare.
All right, so closing thoughts. The bomb. What are your
And don't forget to give
this?
like ratings out of 10.
All right, so what are your overall opinion of this movie?
I love Mark Hamill. I love the guy to death. The movie had fluff. It was obvious there was some fluff there. There probably were some reshoots or something like that that needed to be put in. They probably couldn't be put in. This was, because honestly, guys, this is the longest Star Wars movie that there has been.
Yeah.
This is the longest Star Wars movie, and
And
it
it
felt.
felt-
And the thing is, like, the problem is, it felt like it was long. Like,
Oh goodness, yeah.
Well, obviously.
yeah, but like the thing is, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
How so?
Because
Yeah, like when you're in a movie and you enjoy it so much, you don't feel time pass.
I
With this
feel
movie,
time
it's like
pass.
you look, it's like it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of how a movie should be. Whereas, if you realize a movie's taking a long time, that's when you know that you're not all that invested, I guess.
Yeah, you're not as invested. So
Well, I
honestly,
do that with movies in
I did
general.
enjoy the movie though. Overall, I give it maybe an 8 out of 10.
Okay, Indie Bob, what are your overall thoughts of this?
I thought, yeah, I agree. Mark Hamill was freaking phenomenal in this movie. All the actors were, but Mark Hamill is definitely on top. I hope that he wins an Oscar. He's up. I legit think
I
he
wouldn't be
could.
surprised if they just forced him an Oscar.
He deserves it, honestly, regardless.
Do a Star Wars thing on
The
Oscar,
action
don't
the action scenes for how little
Best
they're-
movie, Star Wars. Oh, what a surprise, surprise.
that the action scenes.
Meanwhile, the
espe-
sky's blue, the grass is green, and no one gives a shit.
Can you just let me fucking speak?
No.
The action scenes for how little there was, like most notably the Kylo versus Luke and Kylo and Rey against the guards, were probably some of the best scenes in the movie, and the hyperspace scene, of course. And then and I feel like I've heard some people say like the pacing was a bit off. I can kind of see, like in some aspects, like with the casino scene. I mean, I do think it's very interesting. It has a lot of potential, but I think it could have been fleshed out just a tiny bit more.
You think?
But other than that, I really like the characters. I love Rose. I love Rey. I love Finn. I love Poe. I love them all. They're great. I also really love how Poe actually has like sort of an arc in this one too. And also like the scene where Leia is flying through space. She's like, I ain't dead yet. And there's so many great scenes in this movie that it was pretty memorable. Like I couldn't really tell. Like we tried, but it was kind of hard to recount the whole movie in order. But there were some pretty phenomenal scenes in there, and like I really like how much it took risks, and like I don't know, something about it. I don't know if I would go best Star Wars movie. I don't really have a favorite, but I definitely say it's up there. It's definitely like Devon said, it's the longest one. I think the one that was the longest beforehand was Attack of the Clones, but I'd say it's a pretty solid movie. I'd say probably 9 out of 10, 8 or 9 out of 10 would be mine. It was very entertaining, very entertaining. I would watch it twice. So what about you?
I thought this movie had some good points to it. There was definitely some entertaining stuff, but I just didn't like it. I was not a big fan of the movie. There are things, there were good and bad, but to me the bad stood out a little bit more. Like Bomb said, the movie felt long. I felt like about three times near the end that it should have just ended, but it didn't. It kept going on for like 10, 20, 30 more minutes.
I felt like if it ended like, for example, where Luke stood in front of the walkers, I felt like if it ended there, that would have just been a cop-out cliffhanger.
Oh no, but I don't mean like just like cut it out at that very moment. I mean like that it could have been done differently to where it ended at a different time, because it felt like such a long movie after a while. But at the same time too, like I said, I really don't like what happened with Luke. I'm not a fan of the arc, and I'm not talking about like, oh, he should have been like the books or whatnot, because one, I've never read any of the extended universe books.
Don't.
So I think a few of them look good.
Well, I'm saying like you don't want Luke to be the books.
No, because in that case he would be.
He'd be a lot worse.
Well, in that case he would be like what people say with Rey. He'd be like a Mary Sue in a sense, but I know enough to know. I think I know enough to know he would be sort of like a Mary Sue, but in a sense though, I still didn't like what they did with Luke. I did like what went on with Kylo. I actually really liked Kylo in this movie. Kylo
with the Praetorian Guard scene, like pretty much throughout the whole movie, he was like bitch mode. And then when him and Rey were fighting the guards, it was like, dude, this dude's so badass. And then he went back to bitch mode when he was join me.
Well, me personally, I thought Kylo was the best part of this movie. I liked his arc. I liked pretty much every scene Kylo was in this movie. I thought he was the best part of the movie, and I just wanted them to get back to him the entire time. I thought they did a really good job with him in this movie. I just wish there was a little bit more. I wish there was a little more focus between him and Rey, because I felt like whenever there was stuff going on between him and Rey, that's when the movie really started to pick up a little more.
Flesh out?
Yeah, I thought that they could flesh out a little more, because I thought the two... While at some points it looked like... I mean, there were a few times where, like, the connection between them just sort of came on. It was like, oh, okay, we're doing one of these. But, like, when it did happen, I thought it was done really well. And I wish that there was more stuff like that. But it is what it is, and hopefully there'll be more of that in the future. I liked him. I wasn't a big fan of... I did like Poe. I don't think, like, what you said, Indy, I don't... Like, they gave him an arc, but I don't think they finished the arc very well, because in the end, he
got knocked out.
He didn't really get punished much for what happened. They just sort of, like, it was like a slap on the wrist at the end.
Oh, wait, actually, totally off point. We came from the couch all the way down here now. On the floor now.
Yeah, that is. We were on the couch, and now we're on the floor. But anyway, there was that. But regardless, even though he didn't really learn his point that much, I did like Poe. And everything having to do with... I thought Finn was pretty okay, but everything having to do with him, Rose, and their arc, I could have done completely without. Especially with the whole, oh, good, bad, something to the bad guys, PETA, all that bullshit, all that stuff. Yes, PETA. Okay.
You spit on my face!
That was the tapping.
I could have done without that.
Don't hit me.
I will.
I really wanted, like, Phasma to be a character that we could like, because her armor was badass. Like that scene where Rose shoots her and just bounces off her armor. She's just standing there all cold blooded. It's like
the coolest guys never last.
Yeah, but it was just like, why couldn't they have done more? Like they want to say like they're learning, but if they learned anything from Boba Fett, it's like if you want to have a cool character, give them more to. Boba Fett was. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what really started Boba Fett's thing of like he doesn't do much, but he's still seen as badass. But
because he's a bounty hunter and the extended universe.
And the extended, okay, well, whatever with that. But like I said, I haven't done any of that stuff, so I don't know much. So, but anyway, I do wish that they had done a bit more with Phasma. I thought she could have been really good in this movie. Like maybe she was the person that was making the commands and all that stuff. Instead, like they put her in charge. That would have been pretty cool, I think. But
I can't believe Hux is still alive. Just a side note.
Wait, who?
General Hux.
Who's Hux?
The fucking the leader dude.
Oh,
like the commander dude.
the guy that Kylo makes his bit.
The Hitler guy.
Okay,
much.
okay, him.
Okay,
him.
That guy.
Him.
They killed off some. What was his name? From the memes.
Who?
Traitor.
No, other one.
Who?
Trap, the guy.
Oh, General.
Oh, Admiral Akbar. Oh,
They killed him off!
Well,
yeah,
he
they
was
killed
dead
him
in real
too.
life too.
No, yeah, I know, but they killed off his character.
I'm sad.
I know, but yeah, overall.
He went out the airlock.
I know. Overall, for me, I would say. No,
3 out of 10. No, I'm up.
I would say this. I would say I did not like the movie, but I would not say it's bad. I would say it's a good movie, but I personally just did not like it.
Fair enough.
I would say that. I would say it's definitely better than Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. I would have to think more about it compared to Force Awakens. Rogue One, I'd have to think about that too. I think I would say it's better than Rogue One.
It's better than Force Awakens, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I consider Rogue One better, so probably by that effect, I would say Episode 8 is better than Force Awakens.
I like Rogue One a lot.
I like Rogue One, but I think Last Jedi was better. But I would take about just about any film in the original trilogy and Revenge of the Sith over that.
The Sith, best lightsaber fight.
Revenge of the Sith is probably my second favorite Star Wars movie, with Empire being my number one. I don't know where I don't know where I would put Last Jedi as an actual scale between all this stuff, but I would say that it was a good movie that I just didn't like overall.
I don't really have a scale for my favorite Star Wars movies.
I know like the ones that are on the top and the bottom, but I don't really have.
Episode 1's the worst, in my opinion.
Shut up, no one cares.
I do.
I'm gonna be completely honest. There's not a Star Wars movie I absolutely hate.
Me either, honestly.
I have ones that I dislike more than others, but there's none. If I have to be honest, if you were to ask me to sit down and watch any Star Wars movie, Last Jedi included, I would say, yeah, okay, I'll watch.
I'll watch any of them, man. I don't care.
Because while I'm not a big fan of Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, I find them so funny to just watch and make fun of, and that's what's so entertaining to me. And even though I didn't like Last Jedi as much, I would see it again.
I would too.
Especially if someone wanted to go with me. But it's kind of the one I would want to go see. I wouldn't want to see it again in theaters. It'd be just kind of the movie I would want to see like on the couch with friends and just talk and make laughs
Just make
during
jabs
the
on
movie. Because you can like a movie simply for the fact that you're able to sit there and just rip on it.
Yeah,
and that's all you need.
I was gonna say, you've seen The Room recently too, and
Yeah.
now you have that under your quote repertoire.
Yeah.
Just like me and
showed me. So.
What a story, Saw.
Anyway, how's your sex life?
Very good, actually.
Details.
Okay, no, I'm kidding.
So what would you
Oh,
rate?
so you don't have the
So what would you?
Yes!
So what would you rate the movie overall out of 10?
I don't think giving it a number rating out of 10 is really accurate.
Yeah, but like just
Okay, so
unofficial slash official.
I think it's good, but I didn't find it to be my favorite of all, so maybe like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. It's good. A lot of people think this. 7 out of 10 is not bad, people. It just means average.
No, it means worst
It's above
movie ever.
average.
You don't ever watch anything 7 out of 10. Let's be 8 out of 10 or above.
6 to 7.
No, excuse me, I'm gonna go live with my mother.
Shut up!
Shut up.
6 to 7 does not mean bad. It just means okay to average. Whereas
I think 7 is better than like average.
Okay,
Above average.
Okay, 7 is, okay, I guess a better way than would say like 5 is like okay, like mediocre.
It's
okay.
like solid
Six,
average.
5 and 6 are like solid average. 7 is a little above average, and then 8, 9, and 10 are where you start to get into to get to good to really good sort of things. Whereas, because remember, 6 and 7 do not necessarily mean bad. They just means that. So I would give it like between a 6 and a 7.
Yeah,
6.5?
6.5, yeah.
Fair enough.
Actually, that is what I just said. Yeah, 6.5.
6.5 out of 7. That was his, yeah.
6.5 out of 7?
That's what. Out of 6.
6.5 out of 10.
Never mind.
If
my
I have
bad.
to give one, that is
6.5 out of 2. Okay, very good.
The out of 10.
6.5 out of 2. Worst thing
6.5
ever.
out of triangle.
Too much water.
I was gonna. Okay, so does that mean it's a wrap? It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
All right. So.
Ripper's dead.
Rip. I'm rest in peace, him. Anyway.
In memoriam to Albert Akbar. Put it on the screen, please.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay.
Okay, now you gotta do it now.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess that wraps up for this episode. If you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please stick around for the playthrough. It'll happen eventually.
I think until then, I expect a bit more of these podcasts without Saw. Probably, I'm guessing.
I mean, unless he wants to be. That is.
If you guys ever decide to invite me, I guess.
Yeah. No, you're great. Thanks. We were great to have you, and also because we played.
Also, you'd be the only person who would actually want to do this.
And also because we played Portrayal on the House on the Hill, and I also found it would be a good opportunity to have you on this.
Yeah.
And plus, I am on hiatus, so I want to do something to fill the gap.
We could always do that other thing, but you don't want to do that right now.
Well, I can't. It's because I can't, man.
I'll get you the game.
It's because I can't. It's because you want to know why I can't see Ant-Man in the theater? Because I can't, man. Because I can't, man. I said that joke in the Lego Star Wars playthrough.
I want to see a new Dragon Ball Z movie.
I thought you said new Dragon Ball Z.
You're gonna get the Fighters game, aren't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I pre-ordered that game. I'm gonna love it when I get it. I'm going to kick both of your asses.
Guys, we never stopped.
I know.
Well, okay.
Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever else I'm up to next. So, till later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.